Nico's pick, which is the second movie we watched this week, was the 2023 film Barbie. Please give us a plot synopsis.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party? That's a little The Flash joke for you. It's a reference for all my Flash heads out there. Anyway, Barbie is a film about Barbie, a Barbie who lives in Barbie land where everything is perfect, for her and the other Barbies, not so much the Kens. But then humanity has to go and fuck things up for the Barbies, so Barbie needs to travel to the real world along with Ken so that they can fix everything, and patriarchy ensues.
Fun fact. According to Ryan Gosling, he accepted the role of Ken after seeing his daughter's Ken doll lying face down in the mud next to a squished lemon. He took a picture of the doll and lemon and sent it to the director Greta Gerwig saying, "I shall be your Ken. His story must be told."
What the fuck?
That's a real solid fun fact, Tanner. You're doing well today, man. You're doing well. I can't wait for the next one.
Oh boy.
Guys, I'm not even gonna lie. I am genuinely confused on how to rate this movie.
I can't wait to hear you guys' ranks. Let's start from what I believe to be the bottom to top here. Tanner, where are you putting it?
I have Barbie at a flat B for Barbie.
That's so much higher than I expected. Dylan.
Dude, I'm not joking. I don't know what to rate this movie. I'm so confused.
Jackson, how about you?
Yeah, I'm also at a flat B.
And I am an A-.
Okay.
Dylan, walk us through your confusion here. What's up?
So, the movie's well made, and the acting's good. I think I'm caught up. Maybe there's, some messaging that I'm not getting, or maybe I do get the message, but I feel like it's not the right message. And it's just, it's got... And I'm gonna use this as a loose term. It's got, politics in it that I'm kind of, unsure about. I'm sure there were a lot of things in this movie I just didn't grasp, the concept of, which doesn't help. But, is this an empowerment movie? Is it non-empowerment movie? Is it an equality movie? I don't fucking know. I really don't know how to think about this movie.
So the message, Dylan, is girls rule.
I want to build on what Dylan's saying here and say that my biggest problem with this movie is I think it actually tries to be too nuanced.
Yeah.
It approaches, obviously a lot of the messaging is around, gender norms and men versus women and, their roles in society and history and blah, 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 blah. And I feel like they just come at it from way too many angles, and they do insert, this is what it's like from men's perspective, and they're doing so much that completely muddles what they're trying to go for. And I feel like it seems like the message they walk away from at the end of the movie is it's complicated. they don't have you stick the landing on anything other than, that's life. Yeah,
I have such a hard time deciphering what exactly this film is trying to say. Because, there are lines, at the very beginning where the lawyer Barbie is talking about, how, my emotions do not get in the way of my logic or some shit like that. And it's that is so on the nose, it cannot, not be a joke,
Right.
And then there's, when Ken is, trying to get random jobs and simply for being a man, he's told, nah, actually, jobs are just, kind of hiring women now. It's, we're looking for the opposite nowadays. It's a lot of shit like that, the fucking daughter character, she's obviously supposed to be, the big wokey here, and, she's given that, whole fucking speech where she's berating Barbie, and it's just, so overdone, and it nothing about that moment feels like the audience should be hell yeah, girl, you tell her. She's being, so mean. And it's she makes Barbie cry, and so it's, I can't believe they thought, she's in the right here.
Yeah, I kind of was getting that feeling, but and this is gonna maybe sidetrack us a little bit, but a point I reached in the movie too was the relationship between the mom and the daughter felt like it flipped super quickly with no lead up. All of a sudden the daughter was just they started their journey back to Barbie Land or whatever the hell it's called. And, over the course of that, I'm assuming short amount of time, it was short for us, I don't know what if it was to them, it's just, the daughter's opinion of her mom kind of just changed, and, also Barbie and, everything else, I don't, and I guess this probably goes with, Tanner's thing of, why is the messaging so confusing, but, I agree, I probably am getting hit with that confusion, because I probably, interpreted all the messages they were sending, but because they're in conflict with each other, I don't know what to think.
Well, she gets to see how cool Barbie Land is, and she also, like, hears her mom give, like, a badass feminist speech about how hard it is to be a woman, and she's like, hell yeah, Mom. And she gets to, like, see the Barbies and her mom fight the patriarchy.
Yeah.
And another problem is the fact that this movie does, like, feel like a commercial a lot of the time very much conflicts with a lot of the, like, messaging it's trying to push, especially since, like, there's an undercurrent of, like, anti-consumerism, anti-capitalism or whatever in here, but it's like, it's a fucking Barbie movie, though. Like, your own existence is contradicting the messaging you're trying to send.
Yeah, there was a consumer thing that I was confused about. Like, what's funny is I agree and I don't with that. I'm not going to try to get political in a movie review, but it's like, when you're like, yeah, your existence forces, like, an image onto us that we have to conform to. I think that is happening, but, like, also, it shouldn't be the, I don't know, it's in the whole kerfuffle of, like, mixed messages. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna keep saying the same things and let other people say things, because I don't...
One of the mixed messages is, like, does this movie think the patriarchy is real? Because, like, there's one specific line where Ken goes back to Barbie Land and he says, I decided to make a real patriarchy. I'm like, okay, so...
Yeah. Well, like, our current patriarchy, it's not focused around men enough. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, sure.
That was the big problem.
I don't know if I should think this is a funny line or not, but which it's almost like the movie disrespecting itself, I guess, if I was to say. It was a line at the end that Ken said where he's like, yeah, when I found out the patriarchy wasn't about horses, I kind of was, like, over it. And I'm like,
well, yeah, that's just a joke.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
That's a joke.
Like, it just feels like the movie disrespecting itself, so it's, like, funny in two ways.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just, because it felt like they were trying to send a message, but then, like, they were like, that message is stupid and not about horses.
that was just them saying that Ken is dumb, basically, Dylan. That's all that was.
That's why it's stupid. I didn't think it was funny.
My positives, I do think this is a fun movie. It has fantastic production design. I really enjoyed all the sets and Barbie Land and all that. And I think they do a good job playing into that element of it. And I think that Barbie, Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
Robbie Margot? What the fuck is her name?
Margot Robbie.
Robin Williams.
Margot Robbie. I think her character arc actually works very well and helps cancel out the sort of the issues we have with the messaging and whatever, because at least, like, her, the main character, I think her arc works. And so, like, the fact that this, other layer of the movie is kind of fucked up, I think it lessens the impact of that.
Well, so, like, the thing about, like, her character, I feel like it was, like, kind of pushed in the background a lot more than, like, Ken's. Like, he has, like, the main arc, it feels like. Like, he...
I feel like he could be both.
Ryan Gosling, fucking phenomenal. He fucking killed it in this movie. I love his role. I loved everything the fucking Kens were doing the entire time. But yeah, like... Fucking Ken, his whole arc is, like, built up throughout the entire film, and, like, his big payoff is, like, that big old final discussion they have, which is very satisfying as well. Huge fan of that stuff. And speaking of Ken, like, fucking the I'm Just Ken scene, that was just, it's so fucking perfect, man. It's a phenomenal music number. Just the sets, they're so vibrant, their dance choreography goes so hard. Just that culminating message of brotherly love. I love it, man. That song has been stuck in my head since I listened to it earlier this week.
It is so funny to me that the Barbies' plan to turn the Kens against each other just falls apart, because I guess, I don't know, is the movie's message that, like, oh, men aren't smart enough to, like, fucking backstab each other or whatever. I don't even know what they're going for there, but it's funny.
Messaging around the men, again, confusing stuff. Because it's like, they do highlight some, like, genuine, like, men issues and stuff, but at the same time, there's also, like, throughout, like, that whole fucking scene where they're trying to, like, de-brainwash the other Barbies, they make some really bizarre points, like, let's cheat on the Kens to take advantage of their petty jealousy. It's like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. Not even gonna lie. What's funnier, too, is it's, like, multiplied by the fact they're all sitting in the same area, so they just get to watch these Barbies get up and walk to the other Kens. I thought that was probably one of the silliest things I've seen in a movie in a long time.
Look at these stupid men. Look at how they fucking get crazy angry for something so innocuous.
I haven't said anything this entire review, but I agree with everything you guys say. Unsurprisingly, given Tanner and I currently rated the movie the exact same, I agree with basically everything you said. I think an annoyance I have with it is it does just genuinely feel like it's trying to say too much, and it makes the message it's trying to portray potentially a little muddled. I do agree. I don't think the relationship between the mom and the daughter feels super natural to me, and I do like Barbie's arc as a whole, as well as Ken. I think Ken is, like Nico said, the best character in the movie. I think generally they're just fun to watch. Maybe that's because I'm a dude. And I will say the movie's entertaining. It's well produced. It's a well-made movie. It's just not for me.
I would imagine.
It also does absolutely feel like a fucking ad. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking car chase.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
It literally it's like shot like a commercial, like the lighting and everything.
Which might be a joke.
Okay,
but
there is a lot of just kind of minor things the movie does that I think are funny too. One of the initial ones that stands out to me is the difference between the CIA agent or whatever and the toy company's offices, where you'd expect a toy company office to be very whimsical and colorful and stuff, but no, it's some fucking super generic monolith looking evil corporation office. And then the CIA office is what you'd expect the toy company to look like. There's a lot of subtle stuff like that in the movie, which I can appreciate. There's a lot of care that went into this production, and I definitely get behind it. The set work and everything is great. It's a very well made movie.
Mm-hmm. My only other negative is I think some of the quirky reference humor was a bit bad here and there.
Yeah, there were. This was a very fun film, but there was some humor in it that I wasn't super into. the fucking foot scene where they're all vomiting. That made me fucking cringe. I wasn't a huge fan of that.
Well, fantastic. Do we have any other thoughts?
No.
I don't.
Do you
think
feel
so.
like a man when you push her around?
That would have been a perfect song for this movie anyway.
Yeah, I'm saying to my A-. I like this movie. It's fun.
I'll stick with my B.
I'm also sticking at my B.
I feel like I enjoyed this movie despite my problems. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but I share the same problems with Tanner and Jackson. So I'll just give it a B+ and call it a day.
Whoa. And
guys, it lands at a B+ overall, straight to the fucking pile, baby.
Just another one.
I realized I didn't mean, that was not my intention. Whoops. I think it probably would have landed there anyway.